Hi, for today's motivational mindset video, I'm going to be doing the topic of max days. So you already know what the bare minimum is, you know what that consists of, so feeling unfulfilled, feeling sad, feeling depressed, just repetition of cycles. So you have to have max days where you're pushing yourself mentally, physically, and emotionally, or you never find that happy medium. You just kind of stay, bouncing around, and then you never get that discipline. So you have to learn to push yourself. Practice has to be hard so the games seem easy. So just like sports, you have to be disciplined. Now this line hits me hard because, like when you really feel it, you feel it. So your actions, if you start making excuses, your actions become excusable. So if you start making excuses, your actions become excusable. How many times have you made an excuse and then you just keep making that excuse? And maybe it's not even like the truth, but it kind of gets you out of that situation. So when you make excuses, your actions become excusable. Now, with all of that being said, if you're the type of person with goals, aspirations, or anything like that, you have to be able to see the bigger picture. You have to be able to see past, I don't feel like it, or I'm not ready for it, or I just don't feel good, I'm tired, If you have goals and stuff, you have to be able to see past it. You have to see the bigger picture. So, what you need to do is envision your highest self. Envision the person that you really want to be. And then do everything that person does, even when you don't want to. That's what builds the discipline. That's what builds the habits. So, habits, you just keep doing it until it becomes your regular day-to-day life. So that's your discipline. So you build your habits so you can have your discipline. The person that you want to be is there. You just have to bring that person to light. You just have to show them the way. Because if the things that you're perceiving in your mind weren't perceivable, then your mind wouldn't even come up with that. Like your brain wouldn't tease you with it. This is huge too. Instill the beliefs even when you don't believe. So instill the beliefs even when you don't believe. Or don't believe as much. So if you tell yourself that you need to be doing A, B, and C every day, you need to be doing A, B, and C every day. You can't just start doing A, B, or just C because, who needs it? Who needs C? You do. You told yourself the steps that you needed to do to get to where you want to be. So don't downplay yourself. You set up this strategic map to get you to where you want to be, and who else is going to know that's what it's going to take to get you there. So don't downplay anything just because it's you. If your coach gave you a play, are you going to downplay that? Or are you going to change it up a little bit? No, you're going to do what he said to do because he's the coach. He can see the bigger picture. So that's what you need to be doing. If you want to see yourself in the end game, then you need to stick to the play that you created for yourself. So your feelings are not always valid for your dream. Yes, keep the main sight of it. But like I said, on days where you're like, I just want to lay in bed, or I'm not really feeling it today, those are the days that you need to hit harder. You need to bring yourself up to that median, because right now you're at the bare minimum, still trying to repeat the same patterns. So you need to bring yourself up, build those habits, instill that discipline, because that's what you need to do to get to your highest self. On days that you don't feel like doing, the tasks that you set forth, remind yourself the bigger picture. Remind yourself that the little short-term decisions that you make today affect the long-term goals that you have. So yeah, I'm tired. Yeah, I want to take that nap, but I also don't want to be working until I'm 70. So which outweighs that? The taking the nap or the working until you're 70? So I'm going to do what I need to do to get to where I need to be. Another good little tidbit of information to keep is you have to have the maximum, because what does the minimum bring? The bare minimum brings you the bare minimum. So you can only get out what you're putting in. You can't, I'm just going to barely fork over a little piece of dust and then get back $1 million. This is something that I see so often. People want $1 million, but will not put a penny towards it. They're like, I want $1 million, but I just want it to fall into my lap. I'm sorry, but that's usually not how that works. You have to put in effort. You have to give something to get something. So remember, the bare minimum will get you the